Well, these are the Meus rims, and they come with all the hardware and basically attachments that you need to assemble them. They do come with this thing too, that the screws fit in here too, but I find this tool useless. It's just you don't get enough torque on that little knob. But they include these things here, and they go on to the 1.5 mil, and the screw goes on like that, and that's how you put that size in. That's for the outer ring. And then for the inner hub, they're a bigger screw. This one actually fits a 2 mil fits into this one, and then it fits into here. So what I always do first is I always just bang off the 2mm ones quickly, get them all in, just so it's just one less thing to do. See, now that I got all 6 of those in, it's time to move on to the first thing you got to do, is because they come pre-assembled with 2 screws in there, so you have to take those 2 apart first. But here's a little trick that I learned on the last set of Meus rims that I did. The reason why I have 2 1.5mm here will make sense in a second. These little ends always like to fall off, so you take a little piece of duct tape and you just duct tape this on here like this. It's temporary, you know, you take it off afterwards, but that way when you're in and out of here taking these screws out, you don't have to keep messing around putting the you don't have to keep messing around with the piece, because they do fall off the tip of your 1.5 a lot. Now they got those 2 screws out, you'll see that these rims come right apart. They're very modular, and you can run them either way. See how there's 2 different sizes? You can have it as a in or way out type of offset. The center ring is brass, very heavy, very good quality chrome, very shiny. Okay, basically the easiest way to do this is you always have to put that brass in there, but it's always tight, so I always keep just a little damp paper towel around, just a little bit of moisture in there, and you'll see it slides right in. It's just like butter, right? This one here I'm going to be building it offset for my front. I have to make sure, because my tires are directional, I have to make sure I get the right one on the right side. So I need to put the deep side in here. You push down, and you just pull your tire out a little bit, and you can actually feel the beads set into place on these. And then I'll put the back on first too. A little bit, like I said, this wet cloth just helps the beads slide in and stuff easier. And you just pull the bead back a little bit. You do your best to line these holes up. You drop the faceplate in, and the kit comes with 2 long 1.5mm screws, and that's why I have 2 1.5mm drivers, because that one's got this end taped on. So you sort of just, you know, put it in the hole and fish it through, and then you can spin it around and fish the back through. Of course, the first 3 that I did went together like nothing, and this one's got to be a pain in the butt, right? Okay, it's through, and then this is the screw ring. It goes on, and you thread that in, and then you take the other one, you go on the exact opposite side of it, pick a hole, any hole, put it through, tighten it down. Yeah, anyways, you tighten these right down and get the beads all seated. These do come back out. These are just for guide screws, because when you're squeezing stuff together, the factory short screws are really hard to do, so they give you 2 real long ones to get a good guide to it. So you get these snugged down nicely, and then you take this with the taped on end, So anyways, yeah, you put that in the hole like that, and you just tighten them down. And then you repeat the process all the way around. And then once you have them all the way around, you take those two guide hole screws out and then put the other ones in. So now that those are all tightened down, you locate those two 1.5 mils. And you just back them both out. They're pretty long. Fine thread too. And then you just put the last two of these in. Then you just take the wheel and pop it on whatever rig you're running them on. I like the MES rims with the brass weights. I've had a few sets of them now. I usually run the shallow offset on the rear and the deep offset on the front, just because as my truck's following, I like to have a narrower path at the rear. Currently I'm building a JKRC mullet with a TRX4 rear axle and element front axle. I'm running it full droop on Traxxas big bores. Got Holmes Hobby motor in there. Got 32-bit ESC, I can't remember the name. But anyways, the MES stuff is really good. Comes with nice little fancy stickers, packaging, screws for days. Like, they give you 100 extra screws. They're also capable of being turned into dualies. I've never built a dually set before. You might need to find somebody else who maybe has done it before, but it seems pretty simple. Instead of putting that center hub in, you put that in and bolt the other side down. And then they got a different offset here for your front wheels too. So good kit, quality stuff. The chrome just, you know, that's like some of the best quality chrome I've ever seen on RC. It's like amazing. My last set were like a rose gold color. I really like those as well too, but on this rig here that I'm building, I just decided to go with chrome because I'm building a real LCG crawler for a competition coming up, and I'm running an old hot rod style body. So good luck, enjoy your purchase.